Hey everybody, welcome to Fit Tip Tuesday. Today's an exciting day because I am launching the Sorcha Classic Slim Trousers. Check your inbox for my monthly newsletter with a coupon code for a discount on this new pattern that I'm launching today. If you don't get my newsletter, click my Linktree link below in the description and that will take you right to my newsletter sign up, so you can sign up for that. Also, I'll put a link to the newsletter directly so you can view that. Super exciting. And what I want to do today is show you how to adjust your pants pattern for a sway back. I'm going to put a link to the video tutorial I did showing how to fix the back of a top pattern for a sway back, where you actually have to shorten the center back seam. So if you want to reference that, it'll be down below in the description. Working with a sway back and fitting pants is a little bit more involved. The curve of your lower back creates a longer measurement from your waist through your crotch, so it requires some additional length in a couple places. But before I show you how to adjust the pattern, let me explain the symptoms of a sway back. The two most common things that you may notice in your pants muslin if you have a sway back are, in the front you might get diagonal wrinkles, or you may get diagonal wrinkles in the crotch or inseam. Those are caused by the crotch seam being pulled to the back and making that whole area too snug. The other thing you may notice is your back waistband pulls down, especially when you try to bend or sit. The reason why these two things happen is because if you have a sway back, which a sway back is a curve in your lower back, and this creates a longer measurement from your waist down through your crotch. So to fix it, not only do you have to add some length to the center back seam, but you may also have to extend your crotch points to give yourself more room through the crotch to relax the front. I just want to mention that depending on how the pattern is fitting your body, you may not need to adjust both the front and the back. If you made a fit muslin and the front crotch and inseam look okay, you don't have any diagonal wrinkles there, then you only need to adjust the back to address the waistband pulling down. Okay, but I'm going to show you both how to adjust the front and the back in case you are getting those diagonal wrinkles in the crotch and along the inseam in the front. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to draw some guidelines on the pattern pieces. Let's start in the back here. I'm going to draw a guideline. So first let me draw my horizontal balance line here. And then I'm going to draw a guideline across the full hip above the crotch curve, like this. Okay, and I'm also going to draw a guideline from the crotch, the base of the crotch, to the inseam, like this. Okay, so to adjust the back, what you're going to do is you're going to add a little bit to the back crotch wedge, and you're going to spread the straight part of the center back seam to add more length. And the way you can determine how much to add is notice how much your center back waistband pulls down, and that will give you a guide. So I'm going to just stick this, I love using my little post-it notes here. I'm just going to spread this like this. So I'm just going to tape this into place like this. Okay, so we're adding length there, and I'm just going to true up my center back seam like this. Okay, and then we're also going to spread the crotch wedge just a little bit, pivoting at the inseam, to add a little bit more width to the wedge as well. So I've got pink for that one. So I'm just going to pull this out just a little bit. And you can see what this does now is it adds length to the center back wedge, which will help to relax the front. And also we're adding length so the waistband does not pull down. So that's how you would adjust the back. Now in the front, what happens is we just need to add a little bit more length here. So what I'm going to do for a guideline in the front is I'm going to draw a straight guideline up to the base of the zipper, and then I'm going to sort of draw a little guideline to the zipper there, and that's how we're going to make this adjustment. So basically I'm going to cut along through here, and then I'm going to cut to the inseam. Just move my back out of the way, and I'm going to create a pivot. So what we want to do here is we literally want to, and actually I think I'm going to do another one right at the crotch so I have some control here. So I'm going to pull the bottom part out like this, and I'm going to stick a Post-it note under it so we can see what's happening. All right, so I'm going to pull out the crotch here. I'm just going to spread my front a little bit here. Okay, and you can see what that's doing is it's pushing the crotch wedge out a little bit. So I'm going to just tape that in place. And then once we've got that in place, I can then swing the top part back in towards the original position of the center front seam. So see, what it's allowing me to do is peek out that crotch. Okay, and also it allows me to bring the center front crotch edge back to its original position. But what we're doing is we're extending the front crotch out. So this is going to relax the diagonal wrinkles that you may be seeing in your front crotch and inseam by adding room there. And then in the back, we have, let me just cut some of this extra off. Okay, so you can see here what we've done is we've extended both of our crotch points, added some more room in here. So if you have those diagonal wrinkles in the front, you can do this. And then if the back is pulling down, you can do this. So, all right, so here we have our completed legs, and you can see that we've added length to the crotch within the front leg. And the reason why I like doing that is we didn't change any of the outside edge, and it just makes it easier to maintain the shape of the inseam and the front crotch doing it this way. And then in the back, we slashed and spread to extend the crotch wedge and lengthened the straight part of the center back seam above the curve. So these two things will help fit your pattern. Now, oddly enough, even though you needed extra length so your waistband doesn't dip down, sometimes you may get a puddle of fabric at the base of your waistband after you add length here. If that happens, you can just trim it off. So let's just say you, in your fit muslin, you could pinch out just a little bit of fabric at the waist after adding it down here where you need it. You can just trim that off the back. That doesn't happen all the time. Again, it's going to depend how the pattern fits your body. but these are the things you may need to do to adjust your pants pattern for a sway back. I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below and I will answer you. Next week, I have a fun unboxing video, and just a spoiler alert, I was so excited when I got the package. I already unboxed it, and I'm just going to give you I'm going to show you one of the things, which doesn't really give it away, but this little magic magnetic pin holder is part of what I unboxed. So next week, join me for a fun notions reveal. I'm super excited to share this with you, and I think it will come in handy when we're working on sewing our pants and we want to hold those back pockets nice and secure as we're top stitching. So that's my hint for next week. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day.